Hello, I'm Liv at Yogacrohnie, and this is a short sequence of stretches that you can do from your work chair. So you don't need to come down to a mat, just find your chair and we can begin. Okay, so starting off, we're gonna make sure that we're grounding down through our seat bones. So just see if you can sit a little bit further forwards onto your chair so that you can really find the sensation of grounding down through the soles of the feet. So finding some balance in the body. As you inhale, slowly start to stack your spine. So sitting up tall and reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. So finding some posture in this seat. And from here, I'm going to start to use our abdominal muscles and our hip flexors to lift our right leg up. So ground down through your left foot. And as you inhale, start to reach your right foot out. Don't worry about that leg being completely straight, but just see if you can still sit up tall. And we're going to work with flexing and extending the foot. So as you exhale, start to push the toes away from you. Keep sitting up tall. And as you inhale, start to flex the foot, drawing the toes towards you. Exhale to push the toes away. And inhale, flexing the foot, toes towards you. Exhale one last time, push the toes away. And inhale, draw the toes towards you. So using that hip flexor muscle, we'll start to bend the knee and draw the knee up towards your chest. So you can place the hands either at the back of the thigh, or you can hug around the front of the shin. So see what feels better for you. And again, noticing if you started to hunch through the back, start to sit up tall. Great, and with this right foot, we'll start to make some circles. So just working into the ankle, you can take it one way and then the other. Working with your breath. From here, we'll gently start to turn this right shin so that the ankle comes over the left thigh. So making this number 4 shape with the legs. And flex this right foot, so drawing the toes up towards the knee. And your right hand can gently place onto this right inner thigh to gently push the knee further away from you. So not lots of pressure on the knee, just gently easing it out and away. This might feel quite tight on the IT band or the glute muscles on the outside of the right hip. So you can stay here. Or if you want to explore with folding forwards, use your inhale to really stack up through the spine, find length. And as you exhale, start to send the chest forwards. So hinging from your hips and folding over this right leg. So this might increase the stretch in the outside of the leg. So just being aware, if it's a lot, you can always ease out. Or you can start to tuck your chin down towards your chest. So finding length through the whole spine and through the back of the neck up to the crown of the head. We'll take one last breath here, seeing if you can hinge a little bit further forwards. And then as you inhale, we'll slowly come back up. Stacking the spine, and we'll release this right leg down. So take your time and we'll find that connection of the seat bones into the chair. We'll find some balance with a stretch. So as you inhale, reach the fingertips up to the sky, palms come to touch, and exhale to draw the hands down through your heart center. It's just finding some symmetry as we ground back down into the chair and the floor. Placing the right foot on the floor this time. As you inhale, start to use the abdominals, this hip flexor, to draw the left foot up. And really sitting up tall still. As you exhale, start to push those left toes away from you. Good. Inhale to draw the toes up, flexing through the foot. And exhale away. So really using your breath to make this movement. Inhale back towards you, flexing the foot. And exhale to push it away. Inhale to flex up. Great, and then we'll bend the knee, take the hands either around the back of the thigh or the front of the shin and start to hug this left knee up towards your chest. And again, just seeing if you can still sit up tall. We'll start to move through that left ankle, so big circles with the foot. Maybe get some clicks out of the ankle, taking it in the opposite direction as well. And then from here, we'll gently place this left shin over the right thigh. So left ankle places on the right thigh, and then just ease the left knee away from you. So try not to put any force on that knee joint. Good. And then if this feels good for you, you can stay here. If you want to have a play with that forward fold, then use the inhale first to really lengthen through the spine. And then use the exhale to start to hinge forwards. So moving from your hips. And when you get to a point where that sensation starts to increase, you can stay there, relaxing through the shoulders, using your breath. So with your exhale, seeing if you can soften and hinge a little bit further. And then as you inhale, gently starting to draw yourself back up, stacking the spine, and we'll release that left foot down. So finding symmetry again, grounding down through the seat bones. We'll inhale to reach the fingertips high. And take the palms together as you exhale, draw them down through your heart center. So we're going to work a little bit further into the hips, onto the inner thighs and the glute muscles. So working towards Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So we'll start with the right knee and start to swing your right knee out to the side. So already opening up through the hips here, making sure that the right toes are pointing to the right. And if this feels good, you can stay here, sitting up tall, hands in the lap. If you want to have a little play with extending the left leg out behind you, you can. So we'll start to shift the weight so that your right thigh is completely supported by the chair. Right toes out to the right. And you can start to see if you can extend your left leg back out behind you to the left. So you might need to have a bit of a wiggle on your chair to find that support. So right toes out to the right, left toes out in front of you. So really opening through the hips here. And you can keep your hands to the chair for stability, or maybe to the hips. Or you can start to reach the hands out at shoulder height. Maybe taking your gaze over that front right middle finger. But just noticing if your shoulders have started to creep up to your ears as you lifted your hands, can you soften the shoulders away from the ears? Great. So taking a breath in your Warrior 2. We'll have a little play to reverse the warrior. So you can either take your left hand to your left hip or maybe sliding it down that back thigh. Turn the front palm and start to reach it up overhead. So seeing if you can keep your chest turned towards the sky here. Really great. So finding some length through the torso. And as you exhale, bring it back up to your Warrior 2. From here, we'll find a side angle pose. So bending your right elbow, placing the right forearm on that front right thigh. And then reaching those left fingertips up overhead. So one straight line from those top left fingertips to the back left foot. And then as you inhale, we'll slowly come back up to your Warrior 2. And if your hands are lifted, you can place them back down to your lap or the chair. So if you've extended that left leg out, you can start to bend the knee and creep that left leg back in, bringing this right hip back. So finding that place of balance again. And we'll have a play with the other side. So taking your time to find what feels good in your body today. You can start to open the left knee out to the left side. So left toes out to the left, right toes out in front of you. And again, you can stay here if this feels good. If you want to start extending the right leg out behind you and start to shift the weight so that your left thigh is completely supported by the chair. And then maybe have a play with extending this right leg out. But again, making sure that the left toes are pointing to the left, right toes are pointing out to the front. So nice opening for the hips here, sitting up tall. Hands can stay on the chair or your hips if that feels good. Or maybe you start to reach your fingertips out at shoulder height, gazing over that left front middle finger. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, relaxing through the neck and jaw. And to reverse the warrior, we'll take the back right hand either to the hip or maybe sliding it down the thigh, turning the front left palm up and reaching overhead. Reversed warrior. See if you can keep your chest lifted towards the sky. So quite a strong posture here. And as you exhale, we'll slowly bring it back up to your warrior two. And finding that side angle, so bending the left elbow, left forearm comes to front thigh, and reaching the right arm up overhead. So finding that strong line from the right fingertips all the way down the side of the body to the back right foot. And then on your inhale, you can slowly bring it back up to your warrior two. And then take your hands either to the chair or your hips. And if that right leg is extended, you start to heel toe the foot up or step it back in. And you can close that left hip back in. And we'll take one last stretch to the whole body to find that symmetry again. So grounding down through the seat bones as you inhale, reach the fingertips up to the sky. And as you exhale, palms come together, draw them all the way down to your heart center. Thanks so much for practicing with me again. Have a great rest of your day.